And we're back. We are just about to go on with our second interview. And our interview with the special Karen Peterson. And guess what? She's also from the I keep saying the Flying Doctors. It's from the Young Doctors.
The Young Doctors.
That's right, Young Doctors. I will get that slapped into me. So, here's the theme tune. Now you remember it. There's Fatima is also singing to it. Nicely done, Fatima. Nicely done.
Thank you. Hello, Karen. Are you there?
I'm there, and that tune you just sang, I hear it in my dreams every night, and it goes it just follows me like, it's wonderful. How are you over there in wonderful, lovely Perth?
We're good. We're really good. How are you doing?
I'm really good too here. It's evening now, and I'm really now enjoying having a wonderful chat with you guys.
Well, that's good. Well, firstly, congratulations on the release of the DVD in the 45 years, Karen. That's an achievement. 45
years, and I tell you what, I'm still pinching myself.
That's awesome, though. Well done to that one.
I've got my box set arrived, and I've got it sitting there on my table.
Oh my God! Did you get it? Did ya?
Yeah, but I haven't touched it yet. It's sort of like a holy grail because I wake up in the morning and I see it there, and it puts a big smile on my face, and I go, "Yes, baby!"
That's
baby.
the gold logie right there.
Yeah, and almost the shine is like it's the secret and the wonderful memories. They're all in there, so it's like opening a Christmas present when I do.
No, well, Karen, I used to watch it. My mum used to watch you religiously, every night at 6:30. It was at 6:30 Monday to Friday. She loved it, and I used to watch a little bit with her. So I was quite happy to be asked to do the interview, so I could run back and tell my mum.
That's it, excitement.
Well, look, people like you and your mum, they're actually the ones that give us the rewards to what we did, because the show started, and I just want to throw something in. The writers get so often forgotten, and without the written word, there is no show. So we had wonderful writers that gave us wonderful scripts. I just listened to your interview with Peter Pinney.
Yeah, with Peter, yeah.
And I was, for a start, very delighted to find out that he is still with us, that he's here, and his memory from the script, But then, then you do the show, and then when it goes to air, you keep fingers crossed. You go, oh, how will it go? How will it go? And then the way it developed, such wonderful, devoted fans, like your mum, like you, like in England and in Australia, that for us was then, thank you, fans, because you enabled us to continue with the show.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. You're welcome, and that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, so it was good that you heard Pete. So you heard Peter just then, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, good. He remembers so much. It was unbelievable, and he's still so happy and enthused about it, just like you are, Karen.
Yeah.
Yes. It was it again brought back the time when we worked with Peter, and suddenly those 45 years or whatever just shrunk to nothing. It was like yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was saying to him.
So you remember all the dodgy TV sets and the 3 cameras and stuff?
But one thing I'd like to add about the 3 cameras was that Channel 9 on weekends needed those cameras to do their racing, their cricket, their sports things. So the cameras were taken out of our studio and were used all weekend for all the sportsmen.
Wow.
And then,
so they passed
around.
And
then when they were brought back on Monday, like the Young Doctors cameraman turned around and said, "Hope you haven't damaged this, baby," because it's now needed for some real work.
That's some rivalry there, right?
How times have changed. How times have changed. It's not like that anymore. There's cameras everywhere now.
Pardon? I didn't get that.
I said it's not like that anymore, how times have changed and how there's cameras everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's changed so much. But you had to be, in those days, you actually had to be a pioneer to work those cameras, and when things went wrong. And if you look back, actually, the quality then sometimes surpasses the quality we have now.
Yeah.
Well, Karen, Karen, sorry to interrupt you. I saw your campaign on the wanting to bring out the DVD. So, you know, that's congratulations that happened for you. I'm happy. And I wanted to ask you a question. I've got a question that I wanted to ask you. I saw a little clip. It was on the Young Doctors, and it was of you playing the guitar and singing. Was that your voice there?
It was, and it was also my guitar.
It was called Green Sleeves?
That's right.
That was a beautiful song, man. That's really nice. So that's for you, eh?
Yeah, I love that. I love the song in general, the tune.
No, it was a good song. Yeah, that's so all you, eh? Do you still sing now?
I do. Oh yes,
Me too, Karen.
Oh, good on you.
Thank you. Anyway, listen, I'm going to put you on to my co-host here, Decca. He's going to ask you a few questions because Mike is sorry that he couldn't be with us today.
Yeah.
So here's Decca.
Well, I just got the usual standard sort of questions, really. Just you came to Australia because you were born in Germany, and you didn't speak a word in English, did you? That's
right. And that experience was quite scary because I came out as a migrant, and I remember the plane landed in Sydney. It was the Kingsford Smith Airport, and it was still like the Nissen huts then. So the plane touched down, and I stepped off and then entered and sat down to wait for immigration. And I looked around and went, oh, well, okay, so this is my new home.
Yeah.
And then I spotted this kiosk. And this kiosk was displaying the word gift in large bold letters. Gift spelled Gifts. And I froze because, you see, gift translated into German means poison.
Oh, my God.
And I went, I've come to a country where they sell poison in kiosks.
Well, you never know.
Quite scary. So, of course, I knew I had to learn really quickly to really then know what it's all about, and to also wanting to, of course, continue my career. And, yes, lucky I was a quick learner.
Oh, that's really good. So I heard you also, you worked in the theatre in Germany, but when you came to Australia, you actually made your TV debut in 1968.
Yeah, well, actually, briefly, because I came from theatre in Germany, I was a student there. I actually went to the ensemble theatre and became a brief student there. And then the television, it was when somebody said, Karen, you should go on Channel 10's New Faces because they paid $12.85 and I was broke.
Do you remember what New Faces is, Decca? New
I
Faces
don't.
was like a variety show where they'd have contestants on there to show off their talents.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
$12.
Yeah, but this was back in the black and white television days.
Yeah.
And it actually I've got my copy on YouTube, and so I'm still sort of seeing what I did, and I sang a song in German, lullaby, and then I sang the song In the Morning of My Life, which was written by the Bee Gees. And afterwards, the panel of judges were waiting to vote the verdict, and one of them was Bob Rogers, who was a great, great radio man and still is with us these days. And Bob said, Karen, I really liked your performance, but I tell you what, I think your German was atrocious.
How does that work?
That was our Bob. That was just classic. It was so classic that they actually put it in the paper saying, you know, Herr Rogers, du bist ein Clown, which translating is, Mr. Rogers, you're a clown. So it was all good fun. and that of course, then that television appearance then led to Channel 7 offered me a spot on a show called The Club Show, which was with Rex Mossop was hosting it. And I was a singer. Every week I was singing a song in a different language, in a national costume. And it was their ploy. They were trying to get the ethnic audience.
So you were doing Eurovision before Eurovision come out?
I would say so, all by myself.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's excellent, yeah.
I've got to check that out.
Well done for the guts to do that too.
And then somebody, because we sometimes, like when we work, there's one thing we all have in common, cast or crew or whatever. We always want to know where is the nearest pub where after work we can just gather and go wow and have a drink together.
Yeah,
that's the way. That's the best way to be.
It is, and it was in that pub that somebody turned around and said, Karen, they're auditioning for some sort of weird musical called Hair. I think you should audition. And I said, what's it all about? And they said, no, we don't know, just go. And I auditioned with 300 other people, and I was called back 8 times, and finally I was lucky enough to be chosen to be part of the original cast of 35 members, so being chosen out of 300,
yeah,
I thought, wow.
That is quite special.
It was. And it was, again, I was in Hair 2.5 years, so it was 2.5 years of my life. And then I went to Germany briefly because suddenly someone said, how would you like to try and do Hair in Germany? So I went, yeah. So I joined a touring company there, but this company folded, but the producer had another show on in Munich, and this show was called Godspell.
Ah, yep.
And because I had a contract, she said, look, I'm going to put you into Godspell. So I went into Godspell, and I met the cast, and it was a lovely cast, beautiful, fantastic, talented, and one of them became a really, really great friend, and she was lovely, and her name was Donna Gaines, and another cast member, his name was Helmut Sommer, and Donna and Helmut got engaged during that time, and then they got married. Donna Gaines changed her name to her husband's name and became Donna Summer, and the rest is history.
There you go. Well, there you go. Well, you're a great singer. So this was all before Young Doctors, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
Now with the young doctors, because the writers knew that I could sing, and they liked to bring talent in like that. So when it came to the MS story, they wanted to show a symptom of MS when your hand suddenly cramps up.
Yeah.
And they said, look, you bring in your guitar and you do a song. But then the problem they had to choose a song that was not copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when they came to Greensleeves, because Greensleeves is old enough and long enough.
Yeah.
It does not have a copyright. So I had to learn Greensleeves on the guitar, and oh my God. And when we finally did it, the hardest part I found of it all in the end to actually try and play a wrong chord. Fatima, you as a musician, you will understand what I mean. To play suddenly a twang was okay, but it worked.
No, well, it was a great scene. It was a great scene. Very talented. You're very talented.
Thank you so much. I'm actually hoping that the release of the Young Doctors now is going to bring back in the memories the MS story, and that perhaps someone will say, hey, MS is still with us. It has not been solved, the mystery. And maybe somebody will go, well, I think we should do another campaign to actually raise again awareness and money for them.
Yeah,
and
well, that's
again,
it.
to show on television, as it was shown, what the symptoms are and how it all happened. So that is kind of a very public awareness thing that is going to come back out of the archives.
Well, that'll be. I'm sure that you'll be able to pull that off, Karen.
Well,
once the DVD's out.
That's it. Yeah, you had the necklace was called the Key of Hope, wasn't it?
Yes. it was the key of hope to sort of say, yes, there is hope. So buy the key of hope, and it sold all over Australia. It raised $93,000, and people were happily wearing it. And I sort of thought, yeah, well, these days we still need hope to solve it. So come up with something similar, or you know, to bring it back to help them again.
Yeah, I think that would be a brilliant idea. You know, I mean, after people hearing you on the radio here now, I think people will start to realize as well that there is hope as well too.
Yes, and the thing is, like, I was talking on radio to someone who said, I know at least 6 of my faithful listeners actually suffer from MS, so they would be very interested and actually thrilled, yes, that it gets again put in the spotlight, so to speak.
Yeah, well, you get that campaign started.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be more than happy to put it on our page and stuff like that, because we're all into helping the community, as you know, with Inspire Passionate Lives. So we are passionate about lives.
That is what is wonderful, and that is why thank you for being so absolutely helpful here. And I'd also like to just say that how thrilled I am that JB Hi-Fi are now stocking the box set in their branches all over Australia now.
Yes, they are. It's a big promotion now. Because of the 45 years and stuff, they have that box set already.
Well, I know where to go and get one. So if anyone out there wants to go and get the DVD of Young Doctors, JB Hi-Fi is the place to go. Anyway, Karen, is there a story that you want to share before we wrap this up?
Well, actually, just saying that quickly, that my neighbor ordered a set from JB Hi-Fi 3 days ago, and it arrived today.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, JB Hi-Fi.
Thank you, JB Hi-Fi. Woohoo!
Yes, and everybody knows, go to viavision.com.au. Please buy, because I want the next set to come up, which has the episode in where I'm entering the show, which is 333. So if the first 250 don't sell well enough and Viavision goes, oh, well, that's not going to go, I'm going to be so crapped off sad.
Oh, well, just keep pumping it, Karen. Just keep pumping it online. And if you want to come back for another interview in a month or so, you're quite welcome.
Oh, thank you. I would love that.
No worries.
And thank you for it. Oh, I've so enjoyed it here. I mean, in your voice, Fatima, there is actually the excitement from your mother about that, having watched with her the Young Doctors. So I would just like to say, hello, Mum of Fatima. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. I will let her know. Thank you, Karen. It was so good talking to you, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. And for you too, in your music career, and stay well, stay safe.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support.
Thank you, and thank you, Mike.
I'll speak to you later on, and if you ever want to come into the studio at all, if you're passing WA, feel free to call in, and we'd also love to have you back on air. Enjoy.
Look forward to it.
Bye.
See ya.
Karen. Bye, Karen.
Bye-bye. La 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 la.
Bye.
La 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 la.